Hey, it's White Boy Chris. If the Pat Downs ever made you laugh, then join our Patreon and support us. Get bonus content, a t-shirt, or an autographed copy of Rabbit, Miss Pat's autobiography. Visit MissPatComedy.com for the link to the Patreon, and while you're there, join our Facebook group.
Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down. This has been a rough fucking day, guys.
Because you had to spend it with me.
I had to spend it with him, and I've been arguing with Deon like a pregnant motherfucker. So we've been talking about all kind of things, from Elizabeth Warren using her 0.1% Native American to chop their asses apart last night. Way to go, Elizabeth Warren. Tear that white ass up. Tear that white ass up, and that's exactly what she did. And Bloomberg and the other bitch over there in the corner boxing it out. I think she kind of slapped him straight, but he was not hearing that shit, so he fought back too. And I don't even remember. I think Joe Biden just disappeared off the fucking stage.
He sort of ordered away, yeah.
He ordered away. So after the music, you can hear all the bullshit we went through and going through, and Chris hanging out with me.
Better get up, get out, and tune into this podcast. This Pat spit the truth, spit the real fact. Nothing but the ugly, classy at the same time. Pat got the flavor, these are not your same lines. That's the politics, she been on the real grind. It could be pretty but ugly at the same time. Just tune in, put your lock on the spin down. Ain't no need for the wait and turn it up now. What you talking about? It's real though. And cut the game, you get no play like Nintendo. You wasted time, turn it up, nothing but the ugly. Straight off the top, everything she say, you know it's funny. Full blast, this a taste of the future. Listen on your iPhone, on your desktop computer. Share it, tweet it, ain't no way to beat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up and gon' repeat it.
Hi, how are you guys?
Piss the fuck off.
What up?
So, welcome to the Pat Down.
Yeah, I'm pissed off.
Yeah, that would make two of us.
I'm pissed off because you whine like a bitch all the time.
Listen, let's not do this on the air.
We're not doing that.
No.
Yeah.
So, Miss Pat and Deon had some words before the show. Now we're going to try and be funny.
So, Chris, did you hear about the the guy that went on a Tinder date and they
Just if you were in the room, you'd feel the tension, but then Deon,
no tension. I'm over it. I'm literally over it.
all right,
I'm not over it.
Well,
you get
stop
everybody
the
get over
tape
it.
and we'll wait till she gets over it.
Nah, it'll be tomorrow.
All right, we're all friends. It's all good. So, did you guys know I had my tire get?
Yeah, how did your tire situation?
Yeah, Miss Pat helped me out today. I spent the day driving around with Miss Pat. She
Sorry to hear that.
it actually was great. I've never. I don't know how you do it. I would be exhausted. You are constantly moving. So I met her at work. I lifted to work, and then we drove from Bob and Tom to.
How was Bob and Tom? I didn't get to hear it.
She said, "What'd you say?
Won't you say it?
Am I allowed to say it?"
No, you're not allowed to say it, apparently.
She said Negro sandwich, and the room was like when the guys
Did she say Negro sandwich or did she say
yes
N-word sandwich?
No,
Oh.
Negro. So they were putting mustard on lemon Oreos because that's apparently
it
a
was
thing.
chocolate chip Oreo.
Okay.
I mean regular Oreos. Putting mustard on regular Oreos.
Mustard on regular.
Actually, it tastes pretty good.
It was a New York Times crossword clue was what cookie do you put mustard on? And the answer was Oreo. And so they had mustard in. So Tom looks at her and goes, "What does it taste like?" And she goes, Negro sandwich. And it was like an Animal House when they walk in and it goes, and the whole room went, uh-oh. And
I don't think Negro is a bad word.
I don't think so either. I just, it was.
It's an old word.
It's an old word.
It's an old
Yeah,
bad
it's on your
word.
birth certificate.
It might not be a bad word anymore.
It's on your birth certificate,
You can't
not
say
Deon.
Negro?
I mean, I'm not going to walk around saying it.
I probably wouldn't recommend it. No.
I don't think it's a bad. I think it's like an old.
It's actually some people, black people, race.
You got to hold the mic closer to your
It actually some people.
titty. She's using her titties as a mic stand.
It's actually some black people race. So I don't know what the.
It's sort of like African American seems like it's fallen out of parlance.
I should have never gone to African American. Should have just been black.
Right.
But I don't understand black because we're not black. Black is your shirt.
Right.
And I only know a few people look like that.
Yeah.
There was a model who they just what are they? What is that woman's name? She was dubbed the blackest person alive, and
Really?
her skin was literally as black as your shirt.
That's insane.
But she was pretty as hell.
Yeah, so we left there, and then I went to Saks Fifth Avenue for the first time and saw a Gucci store, Louis Vuitton.
You look like that was your first time too.
I'm in there with my Carhartts on, and I'm just like the pants and the jacket that I'm wearing. I look like I'm, Kim Jong Un's son.
Carhartt is the redneck Gucci. That's what that is.
She's looking at like $1,000 purses, and then she walks to the $500 shoes, and then she walks back over to the $1,000 purses, and then back over to the shoes, and then it's like we're ping ponging back and forth. And so she's walking around with her Falcons thing and her big Gucci bag, and she's just talking, and then she's got like this little duckling following, this little white duckling following her behind her, and we looked so suspicious and out of place that the cops started hanging around us. I don't know if you noticed that looked like there was suspicion of the two of us.
Well, that store had a lot of people running up in it, stealing, snatching Gucci bags and Louis Vuitton bags. So the lady said a couple of months ago, the police told us one story, but the lady told me a story yesterday that a car pulled up with 9 people from Chicago, literally with ski masks, came in and sprayed the security guy, and then grabbed Gucci and Louis Vuitton. And I'm like, you right there in front of YSL. Why didn't you grab that shit too? It was easy.
What is YSL?
Don't look at the white person. Yvonne Saint Laurent.
Something like that.
So it's a brand.
Yeah, she calls it YSL because Garrianna said you can't buy things you don't know how to pronounce. So she calls it YSL.
Garrianna!
Yvonne Saint Laurent.
Garrianna!
That is hilarious.
So, we're walking out, and Miss Pat, I've literally seen Miss Pat and been around her since 8 a.m. today, and it's 5:30, 6 o'clock. And she talks to everybody all day. She's yelled at least half a dozen people, maybe a dozen. She's yelled at.
I was one of them today.
I was one of.
What's it? YSL.
What's the name of YSL?
Yves Saint Laurent.
Yeah, so I bought that purse, and I was looking for some shoes to match, and why are you looking like that?
Because you're giving into capitalism, and it's ugly. I really hate to see it. I really hate to see it.
You say
First off, I don't care.
You don't
I stay in the
see
basement.
signs.
First off, you act like the economy is not about to fail. You're buying these luxury goods for no reason. We are middle class. Cut it out. Get your life together.
But that's
not cute.
Seriously, buy gold.
That's not cute. You need to invest your money, mother.
I do invest my money, but
for real.
Look, that's not what we went back in there for. That we went back in there for my gift card. Right. Yeah, so I got a gift card, and I wanted to spend my gift card, but I couldn't find anything, so I didn't buy anything. So
rich
go
people
fuck
problems. I can't find anything at Saks Fifth Avenue. Oh, I'm shaking.
Maybe they've got something online you can find.
Don't you just hate the capitalist
I'm
class?
looking at some
down
shoes,
with millionaires. That's what I say.
I don't. What?
I'm so sick of it.
Who millionaire?
Give me back this libertarian mic.
What did she say?
She was just watching. She's watching Bernie Sanders rail against capitalism last night, rubbing her bean.
What did you think about how she killed last night?
Oh, sorry.
Why didn't you get the other mic? I got another one of it.
Who?
Elizabeth Warren dropped the mic on motherfucking.
I was looking at some of it.
She destroyed. What's his name?
Bloomberg.
All of them, because I.
Oh my God! When she told him, she said, "I'm not talking about Trump." She said, "What did she say?" She said, "Somebody he calls women." What did she say? Duck face white women. And I was like, damn, Trump called you a duck-faced bitch. And she said, I'm not talking about Donald Trump. I'm talking about Bloomberg. And Bloomberg sitting there looking like he was in a casket.
Yeah, she was setting up stuff like it was like a rap beat. Like she had like whole callbacks and everything.
I heard it was like
great.
a WWE.
Oh,
real.
She
was going to
destroyed him.
I said, did you get a rapper to write this for you? Like it was an ether. You know what I'm saying?
She came out like DMX.
Yeah, I watched it too. It was literally like everybody was fighting. Amy and Pete were going back at each other.
Was everybody on stage or?
It was Bloomberg, Amy, Elizabeth Warren, Pete, and
I
Bernie.
think I really
and
hope
Joe Biden wasn't there.
And Joe Biden was there. He was there in spirit, not necessarily in mind.
Why wasn't he there?
Because he didn't do anything.
He actually had a pretty good debate because he was like, You guys are arguing about her forgetting the name of this guy. I'm the only one on the stage that's ever met with him. Like, he did a good job of kind of tying himself back to Obama.
he
Yeah, he was there.
But Obama doesn't even.
He wasn't frisky like everybody
But
else.
Obama put his
and
thing
usually he
behind
is
Bloomberg.
very frisky.
But then Obama endorsed Bloomberg.
I saw that.
I don't
No,
think
he
so. No.
Bloomberg is running campaign videos like him hanging out with Obama and stuff like that to like a
Bloomberg.
co-sign. He is.
I mean, he is a.
I honestly don't understand how he has any chance of winning.
I don't. You rich? I mean, he's a
Money.
rich,
So in
old
terms
white.
of political science,
What? I
the
thought
only,
maybe
hold
he
on,
jumped
the only
to
thing
fight Trump. That's what I thought he
Like,
fought in
a billionaire versus billionaire.
Yes,
versus
yeah.
Godzilla.
One with better hair. But then I realized they was friends.
the only thing that matters in politics is name ID. And he knows that he can raise his name ID to a point where he can be competitive, which is working because he's rising in the polls. He's now second. So he's got a shot, but the reality is he looked really bad last night. He got savaged on several different points that just he didn't look good at all. He didn't look like he was up there with professional politicians and debaters, and for the first half of the debate, they savaged him. They made him look terrible. They threw his own quotes back in his face, his flip-flopping back in his face.
They
And you
mentioned
really
that
have to
secret
run
tape.
through him because
Yeah.
he can spin more. He can outspin you in like a second.
Right.
He's
See, that's
spent
what I hate the most is how much
$660 million.
How much there should be a cap on how much you can spend.
For real.
I really feel like these people are just rich and they have nothing else to do. And they're like, well, fuck it. I got yachts and money and bitches. I want to be president.
Right.
Yeah, because we put too much faith in people with a lot of money. We think them
Yeah.
to be smarter than the average person.
They're
And
not.
really,
Some are just fucking
they dumber.
assholes.
They dumb. Like
Though
they
you can tell the way Bloomberg got, I swear, I thought he was standing up in a casket last night with the look on his face. He was getting slaughtered by, and I was like, "You go, Elizabeth." That 0.0% Native American came out to kick ass, and you got that little fucking Indian fire going around that white man. Whoa, chop, chop, motherfucker, chop, chop,
Racist.
chop, chop. What?
Even I thought that was a little racist.
That was racist.
You made me agree with Garrianna.
Bad.
Well, I'm just saying the Native
Don't cancel
American-
me.
Well, she.
Nigga, they gonna cancel you from the episode before when you was talking about Republicans.
I was talking about white people and Republicans.
Well,
Those
I'm
are
gonna say this.
easy.
I think
Not
that
minorities.
her Native American came out mixed with a little black woman and Mexican, and she was destroying that motherfucker. When I was listening to Elizabeth Warren's clip, all I saw was a black bitch and a Mexican bitch who was fed up with the bullshit, and she was just. And then I saw that little bit of Native American saying "Go girl," and then I got really happy, and the clip went off.
Yeah, it was her being tough for the first time that I've seen. I mean, she was like her
She's
and
a
Amy,
tough bitch.
Amy Klobuchar too. Like
It made you forget she was supposed to be Pocahontas.
yeah. So Pete Buttigieg was just an asshole. And
Garbage.
He was a smarmy dick last night,
Policies, none.
lying about everybody. And Amy Klobuchar was having none of it and just kept throwing that shit back in his face. Bernie, I thought Bernie looked really
You know
bad.
who he reminded me of?
Who?
There was this boy at my school who always got picked on, and he said, "I'm getting picked on because I'm gay," and I was like, "No, you're getting picked on because you suck."
Yeah.
That's how he is. He thinks people don't like him because he's gay. We don't like
that
him
part
because
of
he's
being
actually
gay?
garbage.
Hey, let's take a break real quick.
All right.
Okay, we're back from the break. Oh, Garrianna, come here. what was you saying?
I don't remember.
You were saying Bernie was bad.
Oh, Bernie was bad. Like the only time that Bloomberg actually looked good is that when he started kind of going back at Bernie and he dunked on him and basically goes, "America's the greatest country in the world and capitalism's the best because our best socialist has 3 houses." And like Bernie seemed rattled and upset. And I think it was a bad omen. If Bernie were to get the nomination, I don't know that he'd be able to handle Trump, but I think Elizabeth in a debate. I think Elizabeth Warren, and Amy Klobuchar showed that like if they were in a debate with Trump and he tried to pull some bullshit, they were the two that would be able to handle that.
And I also think that Elizabeth ain't gonna let that shit happen to Hillary. He not gonna be behind her looking at her ass, staring her down, trying to mean mug her from the back of her motherfucking Dumb and Dumber wig.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's gonna go for that shit at all. I really think that she will fucking handle it. And how cool will it be to see Hillary win twice and never got it, and then you give it to fucking Elizabeth Warren? I think Hillary will fly away.
Good.
Well, I hope Hillary flies away. Fuck Hillary. Hillary is the reason that Donald Trump is president because she was a shitty candidate. She was arrogant and No,
When you-
she was a shitty candidate. If you look at Mitt Romney's numbers and Donald Trump's numbers, they're pretty much the same. You look at Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, she didn't have Democrats show up to vote for her, and specifically
Because
in
it's like what the DNC did with all those tricks that year.
exactly
Ridiculous.
And then she cheats to win the nomination. Bernie out of the nomination, and then he, even knowing that, goes out and supports her, doesn't talk shit about her, never says a bad word about her, goes out and stumps for her, and then she has the audacity 2 or 3 weeks ago to say that he did nothing to help her and he talked shit about her.
You don't understand life, do you, baby?
Yeah.
Well, let me explain something to you.
No, fuck Hillary Clinton is all I'm saying.
No, let me explain something. Bernie about dead. He trying to get into heaven. He ain't trying to fight with this bitch and put them sins on him before he die. That's an extra thing he got to be judged for. So Bernie, his back is bent. He can't even hold up his head. I swear he got 2 little niggas on his shoulder holding up his head.
Right.
He's so fucking old. His hair falling out. His eyes has crossed. He just trying to get to heaven.
Right. Exactly.
So he can't be down. He can't be out here calling a woman no cunt when he about dead.
No, but it's more about Hillary Clinton just being a disloyal asshole to somebody who she fucked over. Everybody knows she fucked him over, and then
that's
talks
life.
shit about him.
That's a Clinton
That's a Clinton.
staple right there.
Well, she got to fuck over somebody. Her husband didn't fuck her.
That's true.
So do you think any of the candidates will pick any of the current candidates to be their VP if
I don't think so, and I think they're going to want some balance because this crop of candidates, with the exception of Amy Klobuchar, are fairly left.
I could see Buddhachuck. I could see Buddhachuck and
cut a meat?
How much Buddhachuck could a woodchuck chuck? If a Buddhachuck could, Chuck would.
I see Buddhachuck and Warren together.
Why? In a nightmare?
No, I think what they're going to do is they'll pick some Southern senator who's fairly liberal, or they'll pick like who's the guy that beat Roy Moore in Alabama, or they'll want to try and balance it out to try and
What, the black guy who beat Roy Moore?
Yeah, so the reason that Donald
No,
Trump
you ain't gonna win with no black guy.
No. I'm talking about, I forget what his name is.
Who won in Alabama? He turned Republican.
No, my point is that they need somebody. Why Donald Trump picked Mike Pence is because Mike Pence was the only
you need
person.
A Southern Democrat. That's what you're trying to say.
You need
and
somebody.
That's what Hillary Clinton did. She got a Southern Democrat.
Well, you know what you need,
And
my
Tim-
girl. What's
if
my
you're
girl I
top
saw
of-
at the airport, Ashley Garrianna?
What?
The black lady I saw at the airport wearing for mail.
Stacey Abrams?
Well, that's who you need. That's
That's
whip.
the exact opposite. of
No,
what I'm saying.
because babe, no, you need a dumb Southern white man Democrat. That's what you need.
Exactly.
You need Joe Biden, but with less sexual assault.
It was
all you
funny
need.
at one point when they were talking about Bloomberg's non-disclosure agreements, and Biden was slamming him on his non-disclosure agreements about sexually harassing women, and Biden goes, and and not for nothing, but Pete Buttigieg has non-disclosure agreements too, and Buttigieg goes, because I was protecting clients. Let's just be clear about that right now. And we were like, yeah, we know it wasn't sexually harassing women. It was okay, but
He was sexually harassing men?
no, it was no. It was just his clients he was trying to protect. He didn't want his client list out there. But if Garrianna, let's say Garrianna's vein of the party, let's say Bernie Sanders is the wing. There are a lot of people in the Democratic Party, especially over 40, who are not going to be necessarily comfortable with Bernie. So he's going to have to pick
Why people
somebody
don't like Bernie?
because Bernie's a socialist.
He want to give everything away free.
No, he
Not
wants to
just-
tax rich people, and rich people are like, I don't want to do
That's
that.
the whole reason Bloomberg is in the race. He heard what Elizabeth Warren and what Bernie Sanders were saying about taxation, and he said, "No, hold my crystal. I'm coming."
Yeah.
Because absolutely
I know
not.
that's right, Bloomberg. Get your ass sit down and protect the rich. Not me, but protect your yacht, nigga. Hold your crystal. I wish I could hold your crystal, Bloomberg. I was actually liking Bloomberg a little bit
Why?
until I heard that racist video pop out.
Yeah.
Because, I thought he was kind of a little strong. I hadn't done my research. I said, he ain't too ugly. I always...
Is that how you pick your
Yeah,
candidates?
I pick my candidate on what they look like
That's
first.
why she picked Bill Clinton.
Oh, Bill Clinton was so motherfucking sexy.
What was that? I mean, Bob Dole might be the ugliest motherfucker to run for president.
Bob Dole looked like a fucking dog booty hole. I was not. Is he still alive?
I'm Bob Booty Hole Dole.
Yeah, Bob Dole is alive.
Yeah.
I'm Bob Booty Hole Dole.
And I approve this message.
Bob Booty Hole Dog. I was not. He looked like a wrinkled asshole on a little fucking dog with the little curly tail at the back. I was not wasting my vote on that ugly ass white man.
He was like one of the first celebrities to endorse Viagra publicly.
Oh,
I remember
really?
that.
Yeah.
I remember when it first came out.
Yeah, because of his war injuries. You know, that's why he always had the pen in his right hand so people wouldn't try and shake it because he was paralyzed from World War II.
Yep.
So they just stick a pen in his hand like a cup holder?
Yeah, and
Yep.
he couldn't let it go.
Yeah.
God damn.
I was thinking Norm Macdonald on SNL, Bob Dole. With the if you've never seen it, go look up Bob Dole in the real world. That's so funny.
So they just every day they just say, "Here go your pen, Mr. Dole."
Yeah, it would change colors depending on his mood.
So if he held the motherfucker too long, it started turning red when he got mad.
Yep.
If he had a red pen, he was going to stab you in the neck.
There's some poor
Damn, Bob Dole.
22-year-old going,
That. So where did he keep his arm at? Did he keep his arm like the guy who died? What's his name who died? Whose daughter's on The View?
John McCain?
Yeah.
Did he keep his arm like...
kind of like that. Yeah. It was stiff like that.
But what's the purpose of the pen?
The pen was just because people would walk up to shake his right hand, and his right hand, he couldn't shake your hand, so he'd just go, "Meh."
Yeah.
So they just grab his fist?
Yeah, he'd fist bump him or he'd shake with the left hand. Yeah.
Mostly left hand.
I didn't know
True
that.
presidential facts. Bob Dole invented the fist bump.
No, he
I
didn't.
thought Obama did it.
No. Bob Dole taught Obama how to fist bump.
Well, Bob Dole was trained. I mean, he was there. He didn't have a choice.
Right.
Obama did it for chemicals. I mean, drugs.
I'm fucking with everyone. I was hoping there would be some dumb listener out there who'd fall for my bullshit.
And she's sitting right beside you.
Just
Fuck you, Gary.
the mood pin was a joke too.
It's not a real...
No.
I don't know shit about Bob
Do you
Dole.
see? Words means things. You're spreading propaganda. Stop
You
it.
This is a
fucking
comedy
asshole.
podcast.
You asshole. I'm like, and I'm thinking that's kind of fucked up that they put different pins in this man's hand. And he literally cannot get
He has
the pin
full
out.
agency. He chose to put the pen in his hand. He's not like a,
So I
special
just
needs
thought they
senator.
wake up and dress him and say, "Here go your pen for the day," so a nigga don't shake your right hand. That's what I'm thinking.
No.
That's literally what I'm thinking. The pen met the outfit. Mr. Doe, here go your pen, so don't nobody grab your fucking fucked up arm.
Yeah.
No, that's not what happened at all.
Oh my God, you asshole. I'm sorry, Bob Doe. This nigga got me thinking.
You
that
call that man a booty hole.
I said he
Yeah,
looked
I'm
like
the
a
asshole
asshole.
here.
But I don't want to talk about his fucking wart-ridden arm.
He is apparently like a really funny guy, really nice guy, and he they put out some book in '96 trying to humanize him about his humor, and they tried everything up against Bill Clinton, and it just didn't work because Miss Pat was like,
He's ugly.
play that.
Well,
saxophone.
when I was 18 and he was really ugly. And so, when you raise in a black community, if you're going to look on the other side, they got to at least be cute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My mama thought the cutest white dude I saw on TV was Victor Newman from The Young and the Restless. Oh, God, my mama wanted to fuck Victor with that nice mustache so fucking bad. He kind of looked like Magnum P.I.
Right.
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck, but his name was, I don't know if that ain't Victor Newman ain't his real name. He was on the Titanic. He played the rich guy on the Titanic.
Okay, I'm looking him up.
Yeah, he was Victor. He's still on there.
Rose's husband?
They went and ate with Roses. No, not
Oh,
Roses.
okay.
The old dude with the thick mustache on the Titanic. I was so happy to
This
see.
guy?
That's Victor Newman.
He looks like Bob Dole.
No, not back in the day. Now go to an earlier picture with Victor Newman. He was so motherfucking.
Is he still alive?
He's still on The Young and the Restless. Look at him.
yeah. He looked
Yeah,
like.
that's with him.
Yeah.
He looked
okay.
like Tom
He looks like
Selleck.
Tom Selleck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he looked like Tom Selleck. So that was good looking white to me.
Okay, tall, dark.
See, now he's all fucked up. He crumpy and crusty and over tan and
He
cooked.
aged.
Man, it'd suck if this was his favorite podcast. Victor Newman's like, got all excited
Victor
that anybody
Newman-
was talking about him, and then
In the 80s, when my mom used to watch The Young and the Restless, oh my God, you literally could not talk at 12:30 when that shit came on. The news went out 12:30. It was Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful, As the World Turned, and then I think it was Guiding Light.
Guiding Light.
Guiding Light. So my mama literally sat. It was Price. It started off with Price is Right. So my mama would watch Price is Right, and she would literally She was so fucking good at it. All she needed was a ride to the fucking Price is Right, because she could guess those prizes. And she would, I don't know if I was told y'all this, but she would be like,
so it's a family tradition.
yeah, so she would guess the price, and she'd be like, I want a new car, I want a new washing machine. And we like, we want a new washing machine. And we thinking that the washing machine gonna come from the Price is Right. And we never got a fucking washing machine.
All you got was more sadness.
Yeah. And I'm like, this bitch is just watching. I thought, she was really winning, because she would win like, well, you know how you bet and then you can get so close and then you win $1,000?
Right.
She would fucking tear it up every fucking day.
Have you seen that documentary about that?
No.
They made a documentary. This guy went on the Prices Right. They ended up banning him from the show because he cataloged all the prices, and for the longest time they didn't change like the gifts.
Right.
So like every third show it would be the same fucking list of shit that you. So he mapped it all out, and he went out there and he fucking started. He won both showcases. He got the $1,000. He won $10,000 on the wheel. This man was killing the game, just like your mom said. He actually went on the show.
How did they find out he was doing all that?
Well, because they saw him so many times, and they started to look back at the tape. Because when people would guess, he would shout out $10,572. And it would be
his friends. He was doing some nigga shit. Well, I can't win no more, but I'm gonna take cute and just listen to my voice.
Well, because you have to wait out in line to be part of the audience, and so he would talk to people, and he'd be like, "Yo, I'm really good at this. If you get picked, listen to me. I can help you." And so he did that a couple of times, and when people started listening to him, he fucking won. I think the documentary's still on Netflix. That's where I watched it.
Counting cards or something in Vegas.
Wow, that's awesome. But my mama was like that, but she never went anywhere because we was poor as fuck. But she knew the fucking Price is Right. And then you just knew her scared. She would get up in the morning, watch the news, cry, and then she'd do her little crying because my daddy left, and my daddy had been gone for like 10 years. I'm like, this bitch is still crying over my stepdaddy. When the fuck are you going to realize this nigga's gone?
Go for a walk, come back, eat lunch,
She couldn't
cry.
walk. She had a fucking wheelchair in one leg. So...
that cotton candy Fago just went everywhere, didn't it, Deon?
Damn near joke.
You can't take a walk.
You can't walk.
Bitch missing a leg.
You gotta cry in one spot, nigga.
My mental image of your mom is so sad that I imagine her like one of those little dogs, like
do
with
you have
no
any
back.
pictures of
I
her?
do have a picture of her.
I've never seen her.
I just imagine her like on her with her.
I kind of don't want to see her because I don't want it to ruin the picture I have of her.
I know.
Let me see if I had her and my stepdad in my phone.
My picture of your mom in my mind is kind of like, the Run Tell That guy,
Martin?
They out here raping everybody.
Oh,
that video. She looks like that guy.
Fuck you, Chris.
God damn.
But you pretty close. I gotta go back
Well,
and get that picture.
Hide your wife.
Hide your kids. They out here raping everybody. God, when the Gregory brothers did the remix of that, I put that on my iPhone and played it in the car. It was so good. Well, or what was her name? Something Brown. She's like, ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, yeah.
I got pneumonia.
Oh, you laughing. That bitch got her teeth fixed off that shit. A dentist said, come on down and get your grill fixed so you don't be fucked up like her.
You remember the really big voice guy in Cincinnati? He was like a homeless crackhead, and then he pulled up,
yeah.
Hey, can I have $5?
Yeah.
They were like,
He ended up getting a job and got back on drugs.
yeah.
I can't find a picture. He had a beautiful voice. But anyway, my mama watched The Young and the Restless, and then like I said, the news, cry a little bit. The Young and the Restless, cry a little bit. Then she wouldn't cry from 12:30 till 4:00 because that's what the soap opera. And my mama hated Kent Chancellor because she was fucking rich, and she used to drink her. You remember Kent Chancellor? If you watch The Young and the Restless, she was an alcoholic, really. So she was rich, and so she drunk everything out of a crystal glass. And my mom be sitting there with a quart bottle and a cigarette, like, that old uppity ass white bitch. She need to give me some of that motherfucking money. So at the time, I didn't realize
This fake character on this fake show.
yeah, I didn't realize it was
Just
TV.
economic rage.
Yeah,
The fucking fake
Because
character.
my mom used to walk around and say, "These cracker holding me back. These cracker holding me back." So a lot
Turns
of times
out it was the crack.
well, she was never on crack. back. But it was, you know, she made it seem like Kent Chancellor and them was holding her back. And, you know, as a kid, you can't put all of that shit together.
Right.
Oh, uppity ass bitch drinking her motherfucking look out of a goddamn crystal glass. Fuck you, bitch. And she take a swig of her Coke 45 out of the fucking, out of the quart bottle. And then Kent Chancellor smoked cigarettes with filter. My mom like, fuck you, bitch. I'm going to take all this nicotine and kill myself. And she fucking hated Kent Chancellor because she was rich and she was white. And I didn't know it was character. I thought we was just in these people's house looking at what the fuck they was doing.
Right.
So, but that's what my mama watched all day.
So you thought soap operas were reality TV?
Yeah, I thought it was real. I was a fucking kid. Because my mom would literally like, let me see what this bitch up today. This old stinking ass white bitch. And I'm like, you talk about this lady. Why do you watch her? Oh, rich ass bitch so much. She need to send me some of that motherfucking money. I'm like, she can send us some money? Well, like, tell the bitch we in here washing clothes with our feet.
Like monkeys.
No, nigga, like Black and Decker. My sister was Black and I was Decker. Because that was the name brand back then, Black and Decker. Mom was put the clothes in the tub, right? And it was this oxygen soap. And I'm not lying, it was about this motherfucking thick. And not only did you wash clothes with that soap, it called oxygen soap. You also, if you had infantigos, you when the mosquitoes bite you down south, you would take that big ass ball soap and you would scrub the scab off your infantigo and then put medicine on it. And that's like, it was the most ghetto country inhumane way to fucking heal your kids of mosquito bites. When all you had to do was go to the clinic and get some motherfucking cream, and that was it. But back in the day, they thought infantigos, you had to scrub the skin off every other day and put this motherfucking ointment on it with the oxygen soap. So the oxygen soap, you wash your clothes with it, you scrub your infantigos with it, you did your laundry with it, you fucking wash dishes with it, you probably brush your teeth with it. And it was the only soap that I ever seen that hot water could not melt. Nigga, that soap weighed like 4 fucking pounds. So we will fill the tub up with clothes and have a washboard on the end, right? Mm-hmm. And my mom like, you bitches get in there, you get right out, because she always called us bitches. You get right there and you get right out, and then y'all put the soap in the middle, y'all just skirt, and then the ladders will start coming up from the fucking soap. So we just step it on clothes.
I bet you thought that was the most fun. It was like a bubble bath.
No, nigga. That was some hard work. No. I mean, in the beginning, but no, we knew we was washing clothes. So then after you get it going like that right there, and then you go to water, then you take a one at a time, and you take the rub board, and then you just wash your clothes on this rub board real good. And then me and my sister would get on one end, and I taught Deon this. She had never seen it before. She get on one end, I get on, and we twist opposite. That's how we wrung the clothes out. And then we go outside and hang them out. So then my mama riding down the street one day, and she see this washer and dryer. A little bit of washer and dryer. A little bit of washer on the side of the road. She's like, oh my God, bitch, we got a washing machine. So we don't pick this motherfucker up and put it in the back of a 6
Oh, so electricity had been invented by this point.
Fuck you, we had electricity.
This was Reagan was president. Okay, I thought it was FDR.
So she got this little washing machine. So we get it home and we had to fill it up with water. And it would go whoop, 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 but the motherfucker didn't have a way to drain. So at least it did the washing part for us. All we had to do was take it out, and we were fucking Black and Deckers, wring that bitch out and put it on the line.
What'd you do with all the water in the washing machine?
Well, we took her after we washed the clothes. It never rinsed either. I don't think it rinsed. I think we took the clothes out, rinse them, and then we scooped the water out with a cup, and then we put the next load in clean water.
What the fuck?
Childhood slavery, if I've ever heard.
I mean, my God.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Some kids called me fat in 3rd grade. I no longer feel that was traumatic.
Well, we knew. We knew we had to wash the clothes and put them on the line. Oh,
she was Black, I was Decker.
We got to start wrapping up.
She was Black and I was Decker, and that's what we did. We did as a kid.
That's fat.
And then we would barbecue. I told you about the time we would cook outside on a barbecue grill in front of the house, and that was very embarrassing. That's when I really knew it was something wrong with this fucking woman frying whole chicken on a barbecue grill. But I think the laundry wasn't bad because you only know what you know. So it's bad now that I look back that my fucking kid ain't never had to be Black and Decker. They just have to be Black, but. It was.
You'll give him the Decker.
I sure will. I knocked the fuck out of him. So I mean, it was okay. It wasn't bad. I mean, the oxygen soap was very painful to take the mosquito bites to scrub.
What is infantigo?
Infantigo is when the mosquitoes bite you and then they get like really infected.
Oh.
And a lot of children in the inner city, a lot of people get it, but poor people is the ones I saw with it.
Yeah.
Like if you out in the woods, huh?
I never heard of it.
Well, you don't have mosquitoes up here. You have mosquitoes up here,
but
not like that.
Yeah, I mean,
down south, them motherfuckers.
They have landing pads down there.
Yeah, they push you around down there. Like they don't give a fuck where they bite you. Like when I took those kids, they literally bit Ramon on the forehead. I said, "How evil are you, motherfucking mosquitoes? To bite a nigga on the forehead, ain't no skin on the forehead."
Right.
And so they had a big ass knot for them biting them on the forehead. So it's like when they get infected, and then when they bite you, you start scratching them, and so they get really infected from the dirty nails, and they be oozing, and it leaves really bad scars. So a lot of people from the South probably got a lot of scars. They like 80s, 70s, 80 babies,
right? Because
that's how you took care of them.
Got it.
Yeah, so it was like an infection. It was nasty too.
They have calamine lotion down in the.
Well, no, my mama
Oatmeal
did
baths.
Yeah, my mama did everything like old time. Like I think we talked about this before. Like if you bathe, like a lot of time we use Tide washing powder, and that's why I'm allergic to Tide.
Really?
And then you drop a little bleach in the water for the vagina. Don't have a smell.
No,
Not a good idea.
not even remotely safe.
Everybody bathed with bleach when I was little.
All right, that explains the boomer generation. Let's be honest.
What boomer friend?
It just means everybody over 40 is a little different.
Yeah, everybody put a cup full of bleach in the water. And if you wanted your vagina tightened, you bathe with vinegar. You put vinegar in your dish bag.
I've heard that. In your dish bag.
Your dish bag. You put it up in your
dish bag.
Dish bag. You put it up in your vagina with
Douche
some
bag. Okay.
dish bag. Dish.
I knew we grew up different, but you had bags for your dishes?
No, dish, bitch. So you put the vinegar in there and you clean out the inside of you. And it was supposed to make your vagina tight.
It's no. No. I don't even have a vagina, and I know that was all wrong.
Well, yeah, that was very fucking wrong. I mean, women just walk around with motherfucking salty pussy, pretty much. Listen, your pussy smell like cucumber and onions and tomatoes.
Pickles?
Yeah.
They were cucumbers.
You ever see? I went to the country one time, and my mama had some relatives, and what was crazy is that we had city bathroom, even though we was poor, but you don't realize how poor you are till you visit your poor ass relatives. So I don't know if I ever told this story, but we was over their house one time. We had just met them. We're like, I gotta go to the bathroom. She said, "Oh, the bucket in the kitchen." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Go shit in the bucket in the kitchen and make sure you clean up behind yourself. Take it out behind the woods." I'm like, "What the dog heaven fuck is this?
What
How can you concentrate by shitting beside the trash can?"
10-year-old Pat's going, what in poor is this?
Oh, I was like, I can't shit in your kitchen. You can't put a nigga in the closet.
Wait.
It's good logic, honestly. You're going to shit in the house, do it in the closet.
So you didn't take the bucket elsewhere? You just shat right there in the
That's what a bucket was.
Yeah, but you could move a bucket.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you what this lady who's my mama cuz she said, "Oh, you can just go take a shit in the kitchen." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And she said, "But make sure you
eating out that kitchen."
They was cooking later on in that bitch, and I was like, "These people are crazy."
I'm going to fucking throw up.
I'm just being honest.
Why would you keep the shit bucket in the kitchen?
I guess because once you finish and you dump it outside, you in the kitchen, just put some Lysol in and clean it out.
Hey, dummy. You don't want to get on the carpet.
Does this house not have a bathroom?
It didn't have a running bathroom. That's first.
It don't need to run. It just needs to have a room. Just put the bucket in there.
I would dedicate a room. I would go, all right, sorry,
That's
Stu,
what I was thinking. The closet.
You got to share a bedroom
But
with your cousin.
I thank God when she said that I couldn't shit, so I just had to go pee in the bucket. And she's like, "Anybody clean up behind your stinking ass bitch? Go out there and throw it out in the woods." I'm like, "In the woods? Alrighty then."
Well, just skip the bucket and go pee in the woods.
You.
Well, at least you got something to put your ass on to the rim.
See, Deon, this is why we won the war.
Thank God.
Yeah, I did that when I was a little kid. You, like I said, you don't know you're poor until you fucking grow up and then you see other people with nice shit and you like, oh fuck, I got a fucked up life. So Miss Pat with another crazy ass story as always. Infotychos and shitting in buckets will make you humble. Put a ring around your ass. What?
Probably both.
You never shitted on a bucket and it put that whole ring around your ass?
No. I've never done anything that didn't require indoor plumbing.
I heard the funniest story last night. I know we got to go. And so I'm sitting down at the open mic talking to this guy. And he said he was a lawyer. And I said, oh, okay. He said, I want to be a comedian. I said, well, you're doing the right thing by coming to watch. And he's like, I got all of these stories. I was like, what is your story? He said, one time... He said clients don't do nothing but lie to their fucking lawyer. And I said, what are you talking about? He said, so he was representing the wife in a divorce. And the other guy was representing the husband in divorce. And they went to court and the wife asked for the house. So the husband said, well, the house is inhumane. It's not livable. And the judge said, what do you mean it's inhumane and not livable? He said, because I took every one of that bitch toilets. And my kids can't live in a house without a toilet.
Wow. That's a level of hatred that
And the judge said, well, you're going to give her those fucking toilet back so those kids can have something to sit on. And they got a divorce.
That is wild.
You know how hard it is to take a fucking toilet up?
You know how hateful you got to be to take your kid's toilet out the house?
Yeah, well, get divorced. You'll trust me.
Well, personally, all you got to do is stuff that hole up so those chemicals don't come up and fuck you up. And when you're ready to shit, just stand over the hole and piss and shit in the hole. That's all you got to do. So that's been another episode of The Pat Down. We appreciate you fucking logging in. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at misspatcomedy.com for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.